Hello everyone. In today's video, I'm going to start over here this motion of charged particle in uniform magnetic field. So uniform magnetic field means to say over there that it is going to be constant magnetic field. Okay, so over there it is constant magnetic field, or either we can have the representation of this uniform magnetic field with the parallel lines in this way, which is equally spaced. Okay, so this is going to represent over there these parallel lines to each other represents uniform magnetic field. Now this magnetic field, they are going to travel towards the right, and if the magnetic field is going into the plane of the paper, then this uniform magnetic field will be shown with this cross sign. This is the magnetic field which is going into the plane of the paper. So it is magnetic field perpendicular to the plane of paper, and it is going inside. So it is going inside, and here we have taken that these are equally spaced, so it is uniform magnetic field. Similarly over here, that if the magnetic field is coming out of this paper, then we will show them as with this dot. So equally spaced dot that we are taking over here, so which is representing that this is uniform magnetic field. So here that magnetic field is perpendicularly outward to the plane of paper. Okay, thus we come to know over here that how to represent this uniform magnetic field. So if it is toward right, then it is with these arrows which is equally spaced, or if it is going inside the paper, then it is with the cross and which are equally spaced, and if it is coming out of this paper, then it is dot and which are equally spaced. Now here it is said that there is the uniform magnetic field and a charge is going to enter in this uniform magnetic field. Okay, so over here there are the three types of motion which a charge will do in this uniform magnetic field. Okay, so first that how this charge is going to enter in this magnetic field. So we are having the three cases on the basis of which it will do that three motion. So first over here, that when this charge particle is parallel or anti-parallel to magnetic field, parallel और एंटी पैरेलल. ठीक है, तो हमारे पास ये जो चार्ज पार्टिकल है ये उस मैग्नेटिक फील्ड में कैसे एंटर करता है. सो व्हेन चार्ज पार्टिकल इज पैरेलल और एंटी पैरेलल टू द यूनिफॉर्म magnetic field. Okay, so here you can add one more thing, because motion is related over here. Therefore when charged particle is in motion in parallel or anti-parallel to the uniform magnetic field. Okay, so next that we will say over here, in this case what will be the motion. As we are known, this magnetic force which is exerted by that magnetic field on the moving charge, it is given as q vb sine theta. Okay, this is that force, magnetic force. Now over here, how this charge is moving in this magnetic field, it is parallel or anti-parallel. Means to say over here, let us have this is a charge, it is going toward right, and this is the magnetic field which is also toward right. Okay, so both are in same direction, or either that charge is going toward right, but over there this magnetic field is toward left. Okay, so how much is the angle? It is 0 degree, or either that angle is of 180 degree. So parallel or anti-parallel, it is the case of that magnetic field and motion is parallel, while it is the case that it is anti-parallel. Okay, now over here that when it is parallel or anti-parallel, so that time this magnetic force, and then you need to put over here this theta, how much it is, 0 degree. How much is the value of sine 0? It is 0, thus it is 0. So there is no force exerted by this magnetic field on that moving charge. There is no force, it means this will continue to move on that straight path. Okay, so therefore we are going to add over here the motion will be along straight path. Straight path. Okay, so thus we come to know over here that what type of motion is possessed by this charge, moving charge particle in that magnetic field. When it is parallel or anti-parallel, then it is that the motion will be only along straight path. Why it is over there? Because no magnetic force is going to exert on it, therefore it will remain on that path on which it is traveling. Now the second point which we are taking over here, that it is when a charged particle, it is the second point which we are going to discuss over here, when a charged particle enters at right angle to the uniform magnetic field, right angles to the uniform magnetic field. ठीक है, तो इसमें क्या बोला गया हमारे पास कि जो सेकंड केस, दिस इज द सेकंड केस, how this charge is going to enter in this uniform magnetic field. So it is going to enter perpendicularly in this magnetic field. So now let us to suppose over here that there is uniform magnetic field. So how do we show this uniform magnetic field which is inside the plane of the paper? This is shown with the cross sign. Okay, this is what, this is uniform magnetic field which is perpendicularly into the plane of the paper. Okay, so over here this is that charge. Let us suppose this is that charge and it is a positive charge, so it enters along this line which is toward right side. Now see over here, how is the magnetic field? So magnetic field is perpendicular to the plane of the paper, and how the charge is moving, so it is going along my finger. Here it is going in this way. Okay, now check over there at what angle it is going to enter in the magnetic field. So this is going to be that perpendicularly in this uniform magnetic field. Okay, now when it enters perpendicularly in this uniform magnetic field, so what will happen? So according to Fleming's left hand rule, a force will exert on it. Okay, so when a force will exert on it, what will be the direction of the force? In which direction this charge will get deflected? Okay, so over here that we will observe that here according to the Fleming's left hand rule, magnetic field is in downward direction. This charge is going toward right, so the force will be toward upward direction. Okay, this is the direction of the force, therefore a force will be exerted on this charge in upward. Now let us suppose at this point, ओके, तो हमारे पास जो फोर्स है वो किस तरफ एग्जर्ट हुई थी? अपवर्ड डायरेक्शन में, इस तरह से अपवर्ड में एक फोर्स लग रही थी. ठीक है, नाउ दिस चार्ज लेट अस सपोज इट इज ओवर हियर. सो व्हाट विल बी द डायरेक्शन ऑफ दिस फोर्स एट दिस पॉइंट? So over here again that you will find charge is going upward. Now the magnetic field is downward. Okay, there is a central finger in upward direction, so the thumb is indicating toward left. So the force which is acting at this position, it is toward left. Okay, so in this way that this charge it goes over here in this circular path. Now if I will check over here that here it is the charge, how it is moving, this is the motion of the that charge particle in this magnetic field when it enters perpendicularly. Now at this point if you will find that this charge is going toward this left side and magnetic field is downward, so what will be the direction of the force according to this your Fleming left hand rule? Just to check that forefinger is in the direction of magnetic field, it is downward. So this is central finger, it is in the direction of motion of that positive charge. therefore this force it is indicating toward the center. Okay, so it is indicating toward this center. So thus we are having over here, at every point this force which is exerting on this charge, it is pointing toward that center. Okay, so thus we got over here that there is a circular path which is followed by this charged particle when it enters perpendicularly to that uniform magnetic field. Okay, so thus I am going to write over here that charge follows a circular path while it enters in a uniform magnetic field. Okay, now over here let us to find that what will be the radius of this circular path. तो जिस सर्कुलर पाथ के अंदर ये हमारे पास चार्ज मोशन करेगा उसका रेडियस क्या होगा. ओके, सो फॉर दिस पर्पस वी मस्ट टू लुक ओवर हेयर एज वी आर नोन वन थिंग कि हमारे पास ये जो फोर्स है ये किस तरफ एक्ट कर रही है एवरी पॉइंट के ऊपर टुवर्ड द सेंटर. सो दैट इज सेड टू बी सेंटर सीकिंग फोर्स. ये कैसी फोर्स है, एक ऐसी फोर्स जो सेंटर की तरफ एक्ट कर रही है. सो वी आर नोन दिस फोर्स इज नोन एज सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स. वो फोर्स जो सर्कुलर पाथ के सेंटर की तरफ एक्ट करती है, जो बॉडी को सर्कुलर मोशन में मेंटेन करती है, उस फोर्स को सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स कहते हैं. सो ओवर हेयर हु इज प्रोवाइडिंग दिस सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स टू द चार्ज. इस चार्ज को सर्कुलर मोशन में मेंटेन करने के लिए फोर्स कौन अप्लाई कर रहा है. दिस फोर्स इज अप्लाइड बाय दैट मैग्नेटिक फील्ड. ठीक है, तो ये जो मैग्नेटिक फील्ड जो फोर्स एक्सर्ट कर रही है उसकी वजह से ये जो चार्ज है वो क्या करता है, सर्कुलर पाथ में मूव करता है. बट सर्कुलर पाथ में मूव करने के लिए जो फोर्स होती है उसको कहते हैं, जो रिस्पॉन्सिबल है उसको कहते हैं सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स. ठीक है, सो हेयर दिस सेंट्रीपिटल फोर्स इट इज प्रोवाइडेड बाय दैट magnetic force. Okay, so this is I'm going to write in this next step. Okay, so over here I have written this that this magnetic force which is exerting due to this magnetic field on that moving charge, so it provides this necessary centripetal force. Okay, now how much is that force which is acting on that charge. So we are known over here this force that it is if in symbol form I have to write, then this is centripetal force. Centripetal force. Now how much is that magnetic force, it is QVB sine this theta. And over here how much is that centripetal force, it is how much is the mass and with what speed it is moving in that circular motion upon with this radius of the circular path. Okay, so here it is the center seeking force. So it is a circular path and let it be the radius. It is the radius, small r it is over there, and this is that charge which is moving in this. So this charge is having its mass m and it is going to enter in this uniform magnetic field with this speed v. Okay, so that's over here that we get it is going to enter perpendicularly. Okay, so thus it is QVB which is equal to mv square by r, and this v is power is going to cancel, thus r is equal to mv by qb. Okay, so it is the radius of this circular path, radius of circular path in which this charge will move, and where m it is the mass of the charge particle, charge, while it is speed in this speed in circular path, and q is that how much is the magnitude of the charge, and v is that strength of the magnetic field. Okay, these are the circuit symbol which we are having over here. So if we are looking over here that onward factor, this radius of circular path, which is moved by that charge particle. So on what factor it is going to depend. So we can see it from its formula. This radius of that circular path, it is directly proportional to that mass of that charge, and this is directly proportional to this speed. And we are also known over here, mass into speed, it is said to be momentum. Mv is what? Momentum. So r is directly proportional to this momentum. So it is first point, second point, and over here it is that third point. And the fourth point is there, it is that of r is inversely proportional to that charge. And fifth point is there, r is inversely proportional to that strength of the magnetic field. If strength is high, so this radius of the circular path will be smaller. Okay, so these are those factors on which this radius of the circular path of a charged particle in a uniform magnetic field will depend. Okay, now let us to find over here what will be the kinetic energy of this charge when it is moving in this uniform magnetic field. Okay, so over here, that what is that kinetic energy of charge which is moving in this circular path in this uniform magnetic field. So as we are known that kinetic energy, it is given by half of mv square. So we are talking of about this charge, so it's the mass of the charge and it is the speed of that charge. Okay, so over here, how much is that speed of this charged particle in that circular path? So as we have calculated this radius over here, it was mv y qb. Okay, so therefore the speed of this charged particle in that circular orbit or circular path, it was qbr by m. Therefore we can place it over here, and it is 1 by 2 m, and q v r by m ka whole square. And here this m will cut its one power, so thus we are having it is 1 by 2 q square b square r square by m. This is that kinetic energy. So this is the kinetic energy of that electron, which is or sorry, that charge which is moving in that circular path. Let us to give this one at is second point, because first point we have calculated the radius. Now the third point over here we are taking that what will be the time period. So time period, what does it mean? Time period का मतलब हो गया time taken to complete one round. ठीक है. So as we are known over here कि time period हमारे पास क्या होता है, that it is time is what, simple to say over there, time is what, it is distance upon में speed. It is distance upon में speed. Okay, so how much distance it will cover in one round. As we are having, this is that circular path, and its radius it was r. Here it was that positive charge, and it was having its mass m. Okay, and it is going to move with this speed v. Okay, so the tangent will give us that speed. Now this, how much is the distance it will cover in one complete round? It was equal to its circumference upon that how much is its speed. So it was constant over here, so this speed it is v. Now this v value already we have used in our previous step, it is qvr by m. Okay, so use this one, therefore we will have it is 2 pi r y, this is qbr by m. Okay, this is that formula we have used in this value, and we will get this r is cancelled, and thus we are having it is 2 pi m by qb. Okay, this is the time period, so that time taken to complete one round. Now how much is its frequency? So how much is the frequency? So frequency mean to say that how many number of round it is going to complete in 1 second. Okay, the number of complete round in 1 second. So this frequency, it is reciprocal of time period, and thus we can have over here reciprocal of time period, reverse the values. Q it is going to be 2 pi m by qb. Sorry, it is going to be qb by 2 pi m. Reverse the value. So this is over here that frequency. Okay, and this frequency, it is going to depend on that charge, magnetic field, and mass of that charge particle. It do not depend on that speed. Okay, so see over here that frequency is independent of speed. Okay, so it do not depend on that speed of the charge particle in this circular path. Okay, so thus we come to know over here about the two motion which is going to be performed by this moving charge particle. So it is going to depend how it enters in the magnetic field. So here I said that initially parallel or anti-parallel to the magnetic field, and second point we said over there, it is perpendicularly to this uniform magnetic field. Now there is the third point as well, that when charge particle will enter at an angle to this magnetic field, enter at an angle with magnetic field. Okay, so over here that अगर हमारे पास ये जो चार्ज पार्टिकल है ये मीन्स अदर देन ना तो पैरेलल है ना ही परपेंडिकुलर है, ठीक है, अदर देन दिस इट इज गोइंग टू एंटर in the magnetic field. Okay, so what type of motion it will perform? Okay, so this that topic I will discuss it in the next video. So thank you for watching this video over here, which is regarding to the motion of charged particle in a uniform magnetic field.